Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. Today we're going to do a little bit of a test. I've got the pedal commander in my Toyota Tacoma, right? Everybody who watches the channel surely knows about that. It's an awesome device. It gets rid of throttle lag. But the question comes up every once in a while, well, what about the ECT switch or button, the electronically controlled transmission button? You know, that thing in the previous generation Tundra made a heck of a difference. When you hit that button, it was like a different level for the Tundra. It's like it had an extra gear, not meaning transmission gears. It just made it quicker. I never experienced that in any of my Tacomas. When I would hit that button, I was expecting the same kind of reaction, right? That I would feel this sudden burst of power. I never did in the Tacomas, but I don't believe I've actually tested it in this Tacoma. This is a 2023 TRD off-road, again with the pedal commander installed. So what I'm curious to see is the reaction if I enable the electronically controlled transmission, if I push that ECT, I can never keep it straight, button. Is it going to make any difference? So that's what we're going to do. We're cruising along right now. We're doing 35 miles an hour. I'm going to go ahead right now and hit that switch. It's on. It felt like the truck downshifted almost. I don't know if it's in my head or it's because maybe I let off the gas when I did it. Usually when I switch things like that, I'll let off the gas for some reason. I don't know. It's just built into me. But it's on right now. And what I want to see, we're going to take a turn. I don't really notice any difference right now driving. I mean, with the pedal commander in, doesn't really need any more oomph. I mean, we've got instant acceleration when we hit the accelerator now. And I never noticed anything with that ECT button before. But we're at a stop. I'm going to take off, do it rather aggressively. And I want to see if I notice anything different with the pedal commander. Here we go. Hear me hitting the gas, right? Now that was taken off from a turn. So let's go ahead. I'm going to turn it off now, deactivate it. It's off. The light went off the screen. And I'm going to give it some gas again. You can hear the engine accelerate because of the cold air intake I have on here, right? It really makes a profound difference when you get on the accelerator. Did I notice anything different? Not really. I really didn't notice a thing. And I think that's because the ECT function, if you will, is really more designed for towing. It's designed for when you're on hills and things, controlling the gearing in the transmission. And that's what it's for. It's not really for any extra power, even though in the Tundra, it really does make a huge difference. But not in the Tacoma, and I think it's because the Tacoma just doesn't have that extra horsepower that you have in the older Tundra, the V8, right? Now we're going to make another turn here, trying to do the same thing, and let's see, just kind of taking off here, if we get anything different. And I'm just easing into it this time. Not really. I really don't notice anything different. I don't have it on right now. I mean, anything different between when I had it on and when I did not have it on. We're going to come up to another stop here in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and put it on again just to kind of get an apples to apples comparison with it, right? Now, until we get up there, somebody did ask me a question recently. They wanted to know if it hurt anything if they ran with that ECT button on all the time, because apparently they notice a difference. I don't know if it's the placebo effect, if it's just in their head, because with my experience in the Tacoma, I don't notice a thing, but maybe they're driving on a more hilly road or something and it's changing the gearing enough that they feel something different. It's flat where I'm at, so I don't have any big hills or anything to climb. I live in the valley, so we don't have any of that. But back to the question, does it matter? Is it going to hurt anything? I would think not. I mean, why would it? It's a feature that Toyota gives you to use, and if it hurts the truck, I don't know why Toyota would put it in. It wouldn't make a lot of sense to me. The one thing that it might affect is fuel economy. I don't know if it makes that big of a difference, honestly, but it's possible that it could affect fuel economy. Otherwise, it's just going to change the way the transmission shifts. Is that going to get rid of the gear hunting? A lot of people complain about gear hunting in the Tacoma. I have to say I never experienced that. I really don't even know what people are talking about when they mention gear hunting. I just don't have that issue in my truck. And again, I think it's due to the terrain. It's due to where I live. We don't have any big giant hills to climb or anything like that. So the truck doesn't have to search for gears, if you will. So, no big deal for me. All right, we're pulling up to this stop. Hopefully this truck that's sitting up here gets out of my way so I can actually do what I want to do, and that is I want to get on the gas a little bit. Kind of hard to do when you've got a big truck right in front of you, right? There he goes. So he should be gone before we get up here to make our turn. Now, I'm going to hit the ECT button from a stop this time as opposed to while I'm moving, just to see if that makes any difference. I don't know why it would. So we're stopped right now. I've hit the button. It's on, and here we go. Just listen to that. Isn't that amazing? I don't notice any difference. It feels the same to me either way, whether it's on or not. And again, I want to stress, before I had the pedal commander on my other trucks, I did a similar test with just the ECT engaged, and I never noticed anything at all with it. It's still on right now. I don't notice. Let's see if the RPMs change. I'm going to go ahead and disengage it. Not really. I didn't even see anything there. That would indicate a gear change. So I didn't really notice it switch a gear or anything because I turned it off and it wasn't now electronically managing the transmission. Again, on a flat road, I'm not driving on a mountain pass or anything. So from my experience, and kudos to you, if you hit that button and you notice some big change, then that's fantastic. I think that's great. I don't really notice anything different about it myself. Leave a comment. I would be curious to know if you've used it or use it consistently. Do you notice a difference with the ECT button on, with that feature engaged? And do you run with it on all the time? And have you had any issues because of it? I'd be curious to know. And I'm sure there's others out there who would as well. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.